Yo, we got the Santa sock mic and it ain't even Christmas, bro. That's how you know we built different for real. Ho, 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 your mom's a hoe.
La 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 lava, chicken. Steve's lava chicken, yeah, it's tasty as hell. Ooh, mama, see now you're ringing the bell. Crispy and juicy, now you're having a snack. Ooh, super spicy, it's a lava attack.
What's up, you guys? It's Super here, and today we're going to be playing more JudgeSim. So we're just gonna continue where we left off. I don't know where we left off. Oh, my loving wife and 2 kids. I do not care. Hold on, let me move my camera real quick so y'all can see better. Let's go. Okay, who is this dude? It looks like he smokes 4 different kinds of crack. James Redlow. Criminal record, yes. He's charged with assassination. In the morning, a person named Amanda Sylvia, who was jogging in a forested area near the highway, came across the lifeless body of a person named Francis Crims while jogging. It has been determined that the CCTV camera covering the area where the incident took place was not working at the time of the incident. According to the autopsy report, it was understood that he died as a result of prolonged without any signs of impact on his body. According to the allegations,
hey, no diddy, man, no diddy.
The last person the deceased was in contact with was James Redlow, a member of the board of directors of Karen and Wells. Now, this is James Redlow's statement. That night, we left the company together. We went to this bar called Lou's Drop with his vehicle. After staying there for about 1 hour, he dropped me off at my home. I don't know what he did after that or where he went. Francis and I were good friends. Was sitting at the bar. I saw him troubled, but no matter how much I insisted, he did not say anything. He just said that there was something wrong in his life these days, and no matter what he did, he couldn't change things. That's all I can say. I am so sorry for the loss of a close friend. Now this is from Amanda Sylvia. That morning, like every day, I headed to the area in the forest that I always prefer to run. While I was taking a break to drink water, I saw a body lying flat behind the bushes. I immediately informed the police. All I remember is that the person lying on the ground was wearing a red suit and had a what? A red rose. You know who else had a red rose? When I approached the vehicle, I saw Mr. Cole's lifeless body in the trunk. What caught my attention about the body was that it had a red rose on it. Afterwards, I immediately notified the police. A red rose? Oh my god, bruh. If we don't need any evidence, forget it. Let's just talk. How long is your friendship with Francis? Why did I say it like that? We have been working in the same company for about 4 years, but we had a close friendship for the last 2 years. Was there anyone in the company who did not like Francis Crims or had threatened him recently? No, as far as I know, there is no such person. In fact, he was the CEO of our company, and he was well liked by every member of our board team. Did you often go into the bar in question with him? Yes, we used to go at least twice a week and vent to each other. Call me crazy. This man is not guilty. Release. I think I just fricked it up so hard. As a result of the decisions you made in the cases, we decided to raise your salary. This week you'll earn $700. Let's go. What are these dudes? They look they look poorly drawn. Did you draw them in MS Paint? Okay. Eldon Duncan and Arthur Darrell. Charges threat and malicious wounding. Details. The incident occurred in the evening at the home of Eldon Duncan. The person named Arthur Darrell, who caused the injury, fled immediately after the incident. An arrest warrant has been issued for Arthur Darrell as a result of the report of the person named Eldon Duncan. In the search initiated by the police as a result of the tip-off, it was determined that Arthur Darrell was hiding in his sister's house and was captured by the police in the evening and brought to the police station for questioning. Now this is Alden talking. A month ago, I borrowed some money from Arthur Darrell. He kept calling me and telling me that my debt was doubled and increasing day by day. I told him many times that I had not yet received payment from my workplace and that I would pay my debt when I received it. Despite this, he never stopped calling and harassing me, and after a while, he started following me home. Although I reported this situation to the police many times, I did not receive a positive response. As I finally left my workplace and arrived at my house, I saw Arthur Darrell behind me. I noticed that he was holding a knife in his hand. He pointed the knife at me and asked me to be quiet and go to my apartment with him. I couldn't react because I was afraid. Then we went to my apartment. After entering the house, he started rummaging through my house and looking for money. When he couldn't find money, he stabbed me in the leg. Then he quickly fled the apartment. Then I took my cell phone and asked for help from the police. Arthur, this is not looking good for you. Statements from Arthur. About a month ago, Eldon Duncan called me and told me that he needed some money. Although I was in a difficult situation myself, I gave him the money he asked for and explained the situation to him. He said that he would pay me the money as soon as possible. Since he did not respond after a month, I couldn't stand it and called him and told him that he had to pay his debt. He told me that he would pay his debt if I came to his house on the day and time he said. When I went to his house, he told me that the money was in his apartment, that we should go to the apartment. When we got home, he asked me to sit down and said he would come back soon. Then he stood in front of me with a knife and started making threats. I don't buy that. I told him that he had to pay his debt no matter what. Then he swung the knife towards me. At that moment, I made a move to defend myself, and the knife was stuck in Eldon's leg. Afterwards, I took the knife and I ran to my sister's house because I was afraid. I don't know who to believe. Oh my god, what the hell? Got it. Okay, let's see. 21272. Fingerprints. You're guilty. Wait. No, you're guilty. I'm sorry. How do you know a man named Arthur Darrell? Last year, he was someone I met through social media, and we met and became friends. In which hand was Arthur Darrell holding the knife when he stabbed you? He was holding the knife in his left hand, and when he stabbed me with his left hand, I'm sure of it. How many times do I gotta tell y'all that I am him? I am him. A week did Arthur Darrell call you? He was calling and harassing me every day of the week. Did you call and harass Eldon Duncan between the day you lent him the money and the day of the incident? No, I didn't, Your Honor. With which hand did the person named Eldon Duncan point the knife at you? If I remember correctly, he pointed the knife at me with his right hand. So, malicious wounding is 8 years in jail. 8 plus 2 is 10 years. I'm gonna have to give you 10 years, bro. And you, I find you not guilty. Whoa. 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 People love me on Twitter. Nobody cares about y'all. Bill passed. Criminals who are not mentally well will be sent for treatment instead of punishment. Okay. Hair roots roast. Charges willful damage to public property. The incident was discovered by citizens using the benches belonging to Trentor Municipality, and an investigation was launched following complaints. The CCTV footage was examined in detail, and the person involved was identified as this dude. I'm just going to call him Rose because I don't know how to say his first name. As a solution, a new bench was placed in front of the town hall and they started to wait. Rose sat down on the bench and took a sharp object out of his pocket. He was detained by the police officers at the same time. Now Rose is talking. First of all, I didn't know it was a crime to do this. The reason I did it is that I unintentionally picked up a bad habit and it turned into an addiction. I can't control it anymore, but as I said, I didn't know it was a crime to do it. Well, it's a crime. Now you know. Oh my god, bro. Hell no.
Raise your yacht!
We got it. The bench is damaged by the defendant's sharp object. What even are those? Let's assume you didn't know that what you did was a crime. Did you also not know that it is the citizens who uses these benches as seats? Of course I do, Your Honor, but I wasn't thinking about that part when I did it. Do you regret doing this? I absolutely regret it, and I promise to do my best for public peace from now on. Okay. Let's put this into perspective and ask ChatGPT. Say I didn't know doing a minor crime was a crime. Is it lawful for me to still get arrested?
Yep. Welcome to the law, baby. It's absolutely possible and legal as hell to get arrested even if you didn't know what you did was a crime. That's called ignorance of the law is no excuse. Here's the brutal truth. You don't get a free pass just because you didn't know. The law assumes that everyone is responsible for knowing it. That includes you, me, your grandma, and your dog. Okay, maybe not the dog, but still. Even if it's something minor, like trespassing or petty theft or jaywalking in the wrong damn place, you can still be cuffed if it's technically illegal and you're caught. But there are super rare cases where not knowing the law could matter in your defense, like complex tax laws, where not understanding might reduce punishment but not erase guilt. If the law was vague or recently changed, entrapment or being misled by law enforcement. But if you just pulled a, wait, I can't take this shopping cart home. Yeah, bro, you're getting a ticket at best or a night in the slammer at worst. So maybe double check that shifty activity next time before you do it.
12 months public service. 12 months public service, bro. I'm sorry. Alright, day 3. The Wall Music Producing Company and Trex Music Production Company. Trex Music Production Company, oh I'm gonna love this, claims that The Wall, another music production company, is using the structure of a track that belongs to them and violating their copyrights. Trex Music Company has released a new track in recent weeks. 3 days after the track was released, the music company The Wall released a track of its own. In response, the music company Trex argued that its copyright had been infringed and that it should be paid $10,000 in damages, citing the track's infrastructure as evidence. The lawyer of the Trex Music Production Company. We spent a lot of time working on the track and we were very happy that we finally finished it. But a few days later we realized that the track released by the music company The Wall used the exact same infrastructure that we used. Our problem here is not that they did this, but they did it without permission. We decided to file a lawsuit for compensation, which we hope to get. We request that the appropriate action be taken. The lawyer of The Wall. The track was created with a completely original infrastructure and the long efforts of our sound engineers. This kind of accusation is unacceptable. We don't think there is copyright infringement just because the infrastructure is similar. We are sure that in the tracks we released before them, they also have tracks that are similar to our infrastructure. We do not want to be victimized by the situation and we request that the action necessary be taken. Okay. We cannot speak. Let's look at the evidence. Sound records. Music released by Trench. Okay, but in all seriousness, this song is trash! That does not sound similar at all. No. Not guilty. Not guilty. That's so stupid. Oh, what do you want, son? Your son says his clothes are getting old. He wants $300. How much do I have? Fine. I hope you're proud of yourself, son. Okay. Reese Burke, Joe Murray, and whoever this lady is. Joel Mueller sues Sony for damages for the suicide of his daughter. Joel Mueller alleged that his 15-year-old daughter, Emily J. Mueller, had played the game The Last of Me 2 owned by I'm sorry. And that sometime after playing the game, she suffered from depression and subsequently committed suicide. Joel Mueller blamed Sony for his daughter's suicide, seeks damages in the amount of $10,000 for the pain and suffering he has suffered. In addition, the plaintiff, Joel Mueller, requests that the game be removed from sale. Reisberg, one of the company's lawyers, is representing Sony in this case. From Joel Mueller: after playing this game, my daughter shut herself in her room. She never spoke to us. She hardly ate or slept. She was exhibiting behaviors she would never normally do. So we took her to the hospital and she was diagnosed with major depression. About 2 weeks later, her mother came home from work and found her unconscious on her bed having a box of antidepressants. When we took her to the hospital, it was already too late. Our company never accepts just smear campaigns. Before the release of our game, we stated the legal age limit as 18. Here we see that Mr. Mueller's daughter, Ellie, does not meet this age limit. In this case, the fault lies entirely with the family. I already agree. They're not guilty. Mr. Mueller, your daughter does not meet the legal age limit for this game. Do you think you are at fault in this matter? Your Honor, my daughter borrowed the first game of the series from her friends and played it. When the second game came out, she practically begged me to buy it. As a father, I couldn't bring my daughter, so oh my god, bro, hell no. The game must be removed so that others don't have to go through what I went through. Your daughter is not 18! Mr. Berg, what is your defense on this matter? Your Honor, our game has sold a lot of copies around the world, and we've never had an incident like this before. The reason why this happened is because the family acted unconsciously. Thank you. Moreover, there is no evidence that it was our game that caused our daughter's illness. We think they are using us to cover up their family problems. Alright, after this next case, I'm just gonna peace out because I'm freaking tired and I want to go take a nap and I don't care about you guys at all. Oh, big operation cartel. Members of the Sicilia cartel were caught smuggling drugs across the border. Oh no. Oh no. Okay. Oh. We're offering you $500 to release Jeremy Adler and Mike Byrne. The money will make your job easier, and we will ensure that you are not affected by the decision you make. Okay, $500. You guys are not guilty. You guys are totally not guilty. I stand by that. $500. Okay, that's it, y'all. Thank you for seeing my JudgeSim, my second episode, JudgeSim. I don't freaking know what to say. I just want to get to work on editing this video. It's silver, always aim for the platinum. And I'll see you later.